What is going on YouTube? It's your girl Monique Nicole, and I am back with another video. Before we get started, honey, please hit that like button on this video, the thumbs up button, and make sure you subscribe, okay, honey? Subscribe and hit the like button. It is an easy and free way to help support my channel, honey, because what we trying to do, y'all, we trying to what? Grow. Say it with me. Growth. Yes, y'all, I've been going for a minute. Now I'm back with the jump off, okay? And your girl is finally monetized. So I can start getting this money. I can start getting the super chat, the super stickers. All right, y'all got to make it rain on your girl. Okay, I'm finally an elite. I'm an elite member, and I can finally get my super chats. Oh, my day ones are already in the chat showing me some love. DeMarcus Vaughn, I have missed you very, very much, DeMarcus. DeMarcus, remind me, do you have an Instagram? If not, we need to like be friends on Instagram. That way we can still communicate and stuff like that. Thank you so much for being a great supporter for us all in the community. I really appreciate you. I definitely have missed you. Stephen Harris, I miss you so much. Thank you for always coming through and showing love. I appreciate you as well. I hope you guys have been well and everyone is doing good. This was impromptu. I posted it a couple hours ago on my whatchamacallit. I posted a couple hours ago on my YouTube. So I don't know what's going on. Like, I don't know who sees it, who don't see it. Y'all know the drill, baby. If you're not catching it live, go ahead. Replay crew. You need to come through and work your magic, okay? Hit that like button, get my watch hours up, comment, engage. We're going to be doing hot topics tonight, you guys. It's going to be a hot topics night. We're going to be discussing some things, okay? There's a lot that's been happening in these streets, and there are things that we need to discuss. And I also want to get y'all's opinion on some things as well. So definitely please, again, replay crew, if you're catching it later, please, like and comment and give me your opinions on things of that nature, because like I said, we're going to be getting into some things this evening. I'm trying to see where I want to start. We have a few things on the docket to discuss, and I think I'm going to start off light. I'm going to start off real pleasant, real cutesy, real light, and then we can crank it up with some more controversial topics, because there is some controversy going on in the shit. I was about to say YouTube streets, but in the entertainment streets, these celebrities, y'all, what do y'all think about the current state of this celebrity shit? Because I just feel like every week it just be so much happening, and I just really can't keep up with what's happening in these YouTube streets. So I'm gonna start it off really, really cute. I'm gonna start it off really light. My boy Usher. Oh, Moochie's in the building. What's up, Moochie Scoochie? DeMarcus asked, Monique, are you checking out Bel Air? So here's the thing, DeMarcus. I was a big fan of Bel Air season 1. Season 2, I was not impressed, but I did not finish season 2. I kind of fell off. So I've been told that I need to go back and finish season 2. It is worth it. And I'm hoping I can do that so I can try to catch up to season 3 of Bel Air. Again, I was a huge fan season 1. So I'm going to just go back, finish season 2, and see if I can catch up with everybody. Hi, Brandon. How are you? Thank you for coming through. Yes, y'all. So I'm gonna start off light, y'all, because we got some heavier topics to get into, some very controversial topics this evening. I'm gonna start off really light. We're gonna talk about my boy Usher Raymond Jr. He's not Junior. I made that up. Usher Raymond, and my boopy had to cancel his opening week of his tour, his highly anticipated tour, honey. He had to cancel week, which was going to open up in Atlanta, Georgia, in the ATL, and my boy had to cancel. He had like 3 shows lined up back to back to back in Atlanta and had to abruptly cancel. He did release a statement and stated that he suffered from an injury during, I guess, rehearsal and whatnot. And I just feel, one, I'm glad he's okay. Two, I need my boy Usher to understand that while he is still young and supple, he ain't that young and supple. Okay. So while he trying to be doing the backflips and the splits and I appreciate Usher, honey, I appreciate you wanting to still have the same moves you did 20 years ago. And Usher is a good dancer, y'all. If y'all caught any clips from his residency in Vegas, he had a lot of intricate choreography. So he definitely can still dance. I just feel like he has to be a little more careful with the choreography that he does. He is in his 40s, if I'm not mistaken. So I just want my baby to be okay. I'm going to see him next month for my birthday in New York. So I know one thing, Usher Raymond, you better get it together. You better get it the hell together. I don't want to hear no ifs, ands, or buts. I don't want to hear nothing about no injury and this, that, and the third. I don't want to hear nothing about that. Demarcus is silly. He said, Monique, you got to talk about, Demarcus. I don't know if I want to. I don't know if I want to, Demarcus. I really don't know if I want to talk about that. We're going to see how the show goes and how everything flows. And I'll get back to you on that, brother. Brandon says, oh, okay, you also got family. Okay, do you know what part of Atlanta or Metro Atlanta that they live? Because obviously, we say Atlanta, but I'm Metro Atlanta, right? So I'm about 30 minutes from the city. But nonetheless, I'd be curious to know what part of town your family lives. Yes, y'all. So that was Usher. Y'all let me know in the comments. Are y'all planning to see Usher during this tour? What city do you plan on seeing him? Like I said, I'm going to see him next month for my birthday with my family in New York. So I'm very excited about that. Oh, thank you for asking, Brandon. My birthday is Saturday, September 7th. So yeah, September 7th. So y'all remember that. Of course, I really want to do a birthday live, but I really won't be able to because I'll be in New York at the Usher concert. But I'm gonna try to do something either before or after my birthday, just to celebrate another year on God's earth with you lovely people. Demarcus said, Usher is a Libra. I didn't know that. And to be honest, Demarcus, I'm not like the other girlies who are really into zodiac signs. I have a lot of friends that are. I'm not. That's not my ministry. I'm not against it. I just don't know about I'm just not big into the zodiac stuff, Nothing negative. It's just I'm not into it. So I don't know nothing about no Libras. I don't know the good, the bad. I don't know nothing about no Libras. I don't even know what month their birthday is. But for those that do care about astrology, I am a Virgo, if that means anything. I feel like Virgos get like a bad rap. I don't know. Brandon said, when will Usher be in Vegas? I'm not sure. You'd have to check Ticketmaster and see his tour schedule, or just type in Ticketmaster Usher and it should pop up when he's gonna come to your city if you live in Vegas. But his Vegas residency has ended. I think he had it going on for 2 years and I did not get to go. So I'm really sad. For y'all coming in, thank you guys for coming in. Please hit that like button. I have missed you guys so much. I never really addressed this at the top of the show. I have been MIA from YouTube. I needed to take a much needed break from YouTube just to focus on some other things and priorities that I have going on in my life. Life is lifing for me. But I'm definitely dedicated to YouTube and I'm definitely starting back this week. Y'all will see my face a lot more. I definitely have missed you guys. I definitely have missed creating content and conversing with you all. But I will be back. Definitely hot topics. I'm going to be reviewing the Apple TV show Presumed Innocent. I will be doing that with Moochie and the ladies. Of course, Power book 2 Ghost is coming back the day before my birthday, so I will be doing that as well. This is the second half of the final season. I can't believe it. Highly anticipated. So I will be back in these YouTube streets. And yeah. Oh yes, Demarcus, Beyonce is a Virgo. Beyonce and Michael Jackson are Virgos. Yes, yes, yes. All right, y'all. So now that more of y'all come in, let's get to some of the nitty gritty stuff. I don't know where my girls are at. I appreciate the fellas are really supporting me tonight, and I really appreciate y'all. But where my girls at? 702. Where are my girls at? But let's get into the hot topics, y'all. Because for real, we got to discuss some things. And I really do wish some of the ladies were on here to give their opinion on the next topic that I will be bringing up. Dude, do I want to do Careesha? Do I want to do Careesha / Young Miami? Or do I want to do the Michael Rubin? I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait for Careesha because I want some of the ladies to come in. Oh, I don't see you, gal. I don't see you, Moochie. I don't see you. Hi, Nita the Diva. Miss you very much. You've been on my mind. I need to FaceTime you. Got to catch up this week, sister. Yeah, what y'all want me to do? I want to should I do Careesha and all that Careesha please and Diddy stuff, or should we do Michael Rubin? Moochie, I don't see you, baby. I don't see you, honey. Oh, Monique 69 Ways Johnson. You see Monique done. She became a YouTuber, y'all. So she done forgot about me, honey. She done forgot. She big time now, child. She in the YouTube streets heavy, baby. So she done forgot about me, but it's all good. I still love y'all. Lunell and 50 Cent, child. I'm not even touching. I ain't even touching. Nita, let me know if you are hop on and give your 2 cents on anything, girl. I'm doing Careesha please with the whole Diddy thing, the interview she did with Saucy Santana. I'm sure you got some commentary about that. I'm gonna do Michael Rubin in his interview on the Breakfast Club with him saying that he's sick of black hate on hate. What else am I gonna do? Braxton Family Values. And then I'm gonna touch on a couple other things. So let me know, Nita. Oh, we got our superstar in the building. Y'all already know how much I care about this woman. I ain't gonna keep on being mushy gushy, woo woo woo. I already cried about her a couple times on camera this year. Y'all already know this is my big sis, the homie, my mentor, my friend, Moochilla.
Oh, I was going to get water. Give me a second.
Right. She crazy, but anyway, she'll be back. Nita, let me know if you want to hop on even for a minute. I really want to hear your opinion about Careesha. So let me know, sis. Not Miss Hollywood, baby. I wish I was Miss Hollywood. Child boo boo. I wish. I need a Hollywood check. That's what I need. Diddy's definitely going down for the crimes he committed. Baby, I don't even want to talk about Diddy too much. It's really gonna be about Careesha in that situation. But let me go ahead and start this Michael Rubin situation. Wait, shit, do I have the interview clip? Oh, look at me, y'all. Okay, I do. I'm prepared, y'all. I'm prepared. So let me pull up Michael Rubin. If you guys don't know, he is a Caucasian man. However, he seems to be heavily popular in the Black community as far as the Hollywood scene. When I researched him, he is a businessman and a philanthropist. He seems like a really nice stand-up guy, especially the people that he hangs out with. Like, he seems to have a lot of Black friends, a lot of the Black A-list and even B-list. Nita. Okay, I'm gonna call you later, Nita. I'm gonna call you either because you've been on my mind either tonight or tomorrow, sis. I'm gonna call you so we can catch up. But anyway, Michael Rubin seems like a fairly decent man. So he went on the Breakfast Club last week and made a couple comments. His comments were in defense of his dear friend Meek Mill and how the Black community has seemingly tried to call Meek Mill gay, and which I don't think is right. Okay, I think Moochie, you good? You're back. Okay, good.
Okay.
Thank you,
Wait,
Detroit.
my chair's low. All right.
All right. So Michael Rubin, businessman, philanthropist, and seems to be really in with the black Hollywood people, the who's. If y'all see his all white parties go viral every single year on social media, he has everyone there from Kim Kardashian to the baby to Jay-Z to Kevin Hart. The who's who. Come on, cleavage, girl. You know, got a little shake, a little something. So yeah, I'm gonna pull up the clip from the Breakfast Club, and then Moochie and I are going to kind of discuss.
We're gonna give our commentary about.
We're gonna give our commentary. I've heard different perspectives, and so we're gonna discuss it. So let me pull it up now, and we're gonna see what happens. Okay, let me do this.
Sorry,
girl, you can share screen. Oh, Detroit. See, y'all forgot about me, child. I went away from YouTube and I only heard from a couple people, but I got something for y'all. But hey, Detroit, miss me? Mwah.
he was away too.
Oh, well, I'll take it back. I miss you, Detroit.
Mm-hmm. Look,
Whatever.
see how I be having your back, Detroit?
I miss you, Detroit. I miss you. I miss you.
You see how I be having your back, Detroit?
I need somebody to have my back. But anyway,
you know what? I'm here.
Oh, you are here, baby. You know you're not a part of this conversation. You're the only one that's actually been here, but that's another topic. Anyway, again, shout out to Darmarcus Vaughn for being the very first person to give me a super sticker. Yes, you guys, if y'all missed the earlier message, I am now officially monetized on YouTube. Thank the Lord. Hallelujah. Praise God. So now I can finally start to get some shmoney, even though they take 30%. But it's okay. God is good. So please, y'all, if y'all love me, if y'all want to support me, I really would appreciate it. Please super chat, super stickers, definitely the super chats, because I love to hear y'all's commentary and feedback. So please, super chats, super stickers. I still accept Cash App. And let's get this party started, honey. So we're about to present, share screen. Let's do this, honey. Pull up the Instagram.
Narrative of a really good friend of mine like Meek, and people trying to, you know, again, if he was gay, which there's not one gay bone in his body, who cares? Number one, let's if people want to be gay, it is 2024. Who cares? Okay. Number two, there's not a gay bone in his body. So, like, why do people want to lie about that? Why do people want to change a narrative of bet he made with me to try to hurt him? Like, that is the one thing I've learned about, and look, I'm just being blunt because it's me. The one thing I've learned about black culture that I don't like is that black hate on hate.
Speak on that more. I heard you say that earlier, and I wanted you to expound on that. You said you don't like to see black people tearing down other black people.
Yeah, it's horrible. Like, it's horrible. Like, what? Like, I want to support look. You guys know me pretty well. Anything I can ever help with, I'm always there. I always want to be helpful. I feel lucky and fortunate to do what I do every day. Because, whatever success I've had, I feel blessed to do that, and I want to give back in every way I can. In business and in charitable things, I'm always trying to be helpful. Like, why does someone want to bring somebody else down? Let's try to build everybody up. Like, I when I see the narrative of a really good friend of mine like Meek, and people try.
All right, y'all. So that was that. Michael Rubin's comments obviously became trending instantly and it was viral. Now I'm gonna start by saying this. I saw a lot of different comments. I actually saw a lot of black people defending him. There were black people that defended him and said, hey, he's a stand-up guy. He's calling it like he see it. We do tear each other down. We do disparage each other. He's right. So a lot of people said, I see no lies. Other people felt like right message, wrong messenger. Some people felt like while he was trying to speak up on behalf of his friend Meek Mill, while there was truth in what he was saying, it was inappropriate for him as a white Jewish man to be speaking about the black community in any facet such as that, as far as how we interact with each other, good or bad. A lot of people felt like he overstepped. He did release an apology the next day, saying that one of his friends, we're assuming someone in the industry, reached out to him privately, told him, wow, I appreciate your sentiments. Wrong messenger. I'm going to let Moochie go first, and then I'm going to share my thoughts. Moochie, feel free to take it away. What were your thoughts when you saw the video? Were you offended? How did you feel? Were you in the middle about it?
I understand the stuff that he was saying with about Meek Mill. That's his friend. You know, sometimes you do want to defend your friend, and especially if it's getting out of hand. With that whole thing with him being suspected of being in the
Yeah.
life or whatever the case may be, that's his business. And I know he's been ridiculed for the past couple of months since that audio dropped.
Mm-hmm.
But and I understand him defending him. I don't have a problem with that part. The black on black hate, him saying that, I feel like Charlemagne should have checked him. See, this is our problem. You have people like that. He could check. He could sit here and make fun of little mama. He could sit here and do all of this stuff to his own people. But you I don't know. He should have, to me, you should have said something to him there. But of course, he's not going to say anything because of who pays him. So now we're never going to get, at this point now, I feel like Charlemagne the God is compromised as far as that. I know I've done veered off into that.
It's okay.
I don't think he should have said anything. I don't think he should have said anything about it. It was the right message, wrong messenger. If it was another person,
yeah,
I could see doing that. I feel like they stick their nose in a lot of our affairs, especially Vlad. So I hope you talk about Marlon Wayans today too.
Wait, what?
That's we gonna get. Yeah, I'm gonna get the stuff up because we're gonna have a bonus for that.
Oh, we definitely have a bonus round. Okay, bet. You see, Moochie, remember Moochie be keeping her ear to the streets. Okay, so my thought. Woo, it's not black and white, no pun intended. To me, it's very convoluted. Okay, so I do agree. Okay, I do agree overall that it was excuse me, that it was the right message, wrong messenger. However, I can tell when someone is coming from a good place. I think he was coming from a good place. However, he overstepped his boundaries. Now, another thing that we need to question and really have a moment to think about, he didn't get this on his own, right? He didn't get that by himself. When I started talking about him, I let y'all know, if y'all don't already know, he hangs around a lot of black people. I'm not saying he only has black friends, but he has a lot of black friends. And I feel like he got that dialogue from people around him. And I'm very curious to know who's been having those type of conversations around him. And that's why, for me, even in the past, when I had a lot of Caucasian friends, I always was very mindful of the things that I talked about them. No matter how frustrated I was, I never talked negatively about the black community around my white friends, because what that does is that gives them ammo, and that gives them things for them to repeat to even their own people. And then some of them even feel bold enough to repeat that to a black person. So with that being said, I'm not saying he doesn't have a thought of his own, but I really do feel like that whole black on black hate, that whole black on black whatever, tearing down each other in the black community, he definitely got that verbiage from his black friends. So I'm just curious to know who was having those type of dialogue around him, because he felt very comfortable.
Of course he felt comfortable.
He was
at the white party and they was talking about it.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
I'm speculating, y'all. I wasn't there.
I know, but I'm saying that's the point I'm trying to make to the audience is he felt comfortable enough to say that on a public platform because he got a lot of black friends, and those black friends were saying those things in front of him. So as black people, when we have others as friends, which I'm not opposed to it, some of my best friends are black and Middle Eastern and Indian, and I have a lot of foreign. Most of my friends now are either black or they're foreign. And so I'm still, even though I do feel like foreigners can relate to the black community better than white people, it's no shade. That's my truth. That's been my experience, because they're also immigrants too. They can relate a little bit more to our struggle. I'm just saying. He got it from somebody. Exactly, Nita. Like Wendy Williams used to say, that is kitchen table talk. And if you know anything about kitchen table talk, you keep that Kitchen table talk, for y'all don't know the slang, is basically when you have open dialogue about controversial topics, certain things that you would never really speak about publicly or on a public platform. You could definitely have that privately amongst your family, friends, spouse, etc. So that is definitely a prime example of kitchen table talk, and he violated, and he should have kept it as such. Again, I think he was having good intentions, but wrong message, or sorry, right message, wrong messenger. Again, I appreciate him issuing an apology. And I'm sure he won't be doing this again. Yeah, keep it off the and now, okay, Moochie, I'm gonna challenge you. If Charlemagne or Envy, but really Charlemagne, if one of them were to say something to him, what do you think would have been the appropriate way to check him or correct Michael Rubin in the midst of that interview? What do you what do you think Charlemagne should have said?
What I think he should have said.
Yeah.
He was just like, by all means, I agree with you, but I just feel like he should have said that. He shouldn't have mentioned it. It's just, I mean, he shouldn't have talked about it. Look, the last person that was up there was you know what? Let me watch my mouth because this. Let me be quiet.
Girl,
I just got out of jail.
I just got monetized, baby. I'm not.
Yeah,
that's
why
not,
I said. That's why I curved.
I'm not used to this life.
I'm not gonna go there. So
y'all, I'm not used to this life. So I'm gonna need y'all.
I just felt like he should have. He should have. He lets people. He lets the wrong people get away with things. Charlemagne.
You think so?
Yes, I do.
Okay. I have to give a special shout out.
Hey, Ginger Snap.
Nita the Diva for blessing me with a lovely Cash App. Thank you so much. I appreciate you so much. So much. Thank you. I needed that. I needed that. Thank you. Love you. Thank you so much. Ginger Snaps. I miss you, girl. I miss you, girl. She needs to, probably he needs to.
He need to mind his own damn business.
Out of black business. I agree, but the black people got to be careful. The black people around him, Ginger Snaps, got to be careful.
Well, you got to look at look. You saw all the people at that party.
He got black friends.
So they like Nita said, that was like probably a table talk discussion. I'm not lying.
I agree with Nita.
I'm not lying. I'm speculating. Okay,
we're speculating, but we're not that far off.
Yeah, I'm just saying. So you know.
And here, since I'm monetized now, child, and you know, all comments made on this platform are alleged.
You need to have that scrolling at the bottom, girl.
Yeah, you're right.
Anywho,
yeah, how do I do that?
It's a little box in the corner.
I see it. I be acting like I'm old.
You know what you're doing, Mama.
If you don't know what to do, you know exactly what to do. All right, y'all. So that was it. Michael Rubin. We love you, but stay out of black folks' business, baby. Keep that kitchen table talk private, okay? Because you don't get your black friends in trouble. They're going to have to cuss your ass out and disown you. All right, y'all. So on to a very Detroit, allegedly. Okay, on to a very hot topic. This has been a hot topic for a while now due to obviously the connection with Diddy. Careesha, aka Young Miami, broke her silence, I believe last week or the week before last, with her not debut, but I guess I don't know if it's a new season she's kicking off of Careesha Please. She had a sit-down interview with her BFF, her industry BFF, Saucy Santana, in which they discussed really Careesha's life these past few months. I will give it to Careesha. She's had a rough year. Now, let me start before I get into this topic because it's very convoluted. Obviously, we're going to have to talk about Diddy. We're going to have to talk about City Girls. We're going to have to talk about JT. It's going to get a little, everybody got their own opinion. Everybody, let's be respectful. The ladies ain't really too much in the chat, so I don't think I have too many. We probably won't have too many problems tonight. But baby, the shade room streets, the Instagram streets, the girls are fighting. Let me start by saying this: I don't have a dog in this fight. Okay, I don't have a dog in the fight. I'm not swayed either way. I don't have any hate for either of them. I like the city. Well, I grew to like them. I could not stand them the first year or two that they were out, but they eventually grew on me. I like JT and I like Careesha. And if you ask me, I don't do the whole pick side thing. That's really not my vibe. I like to operate out of logic and reason. And because I'm a reasonable person, I can tell you one thing: they both are wrong. Both Careesha and Young Miami are wrong for different things. Now, whoever you feel like is more wrong, that's up to you. But as the way I see it, thinking from a logical perspective, they are both wrong and they both did things that were wrong. And it is very unfortunate that they could not make their friendship nor business relationship work, especially seeing that they were friends before the fame. It's sad. It is sad. But we've seen this from the beginning of time. Moochie knows girl groups are legendary to fall apart and break up. We've seen it forever. So is it that surprising? Not really. But I just want to let y'all know I'm not biased on this case. So I'm gonna pull the clip up. There's a couple clips of the interview with Young Miami, and we're gonna discuss it a lot. A lot of it is about Diddy. I think there is a clip about JT and City Girls, but I'm gonna just let's play it, and then we can kind of go from there. Let's see. Okay. Yep, here we go.
To Diddy, why do you think that you are so heavily involved in everything? Like everything that comes out about him, like you said, it's automatically, well, what you think? Well, how you feel? What you got to say?
Because people feel like I was Diddy's biggest cheerleader and I made him my brand. And I feel like Diddy was on brand for me. I got with Diddy environment to my life. I had him at the office. I was still doing Rich Roulette in the split. All white on. Ari slapping my head. I never think I was bigger than the program.
To Diddy, why do you think that you are so?
I met Diddy at Peak Party and I met him when he was in a love era. And I met Diddy when the world was celebrating him and giving him his flowers while he was alive. Like he was getting the Global Icon Award, the Lifetime Achievement Award, the Key to the City. He had a new album that was coming out. So I was celebrating him with the world. And I just feel like everybody trying to crucify me for it. Like, you was his biggest advocate. You was his cheerleader, but I was just celebrating when the world was celebrating him. So why am I being crucified or why am I being separated?
Yeah.
When I was dating him, it was love, love, love. The frequency is how we used to laugh. Because that's like him saying it's always, "What's up, queen?"
Yes.
So I just felt like I met him like in a whole new era, and that wasn't my experience. I met Diddy at Peak Party, and I met him when
it's a while when all of these allegations and lawsuits came apart. Like, why didn't you speak?
Because I can't speak on something that wasn't my experience. And I can't speak on something that I don't know. I can't speak on these allegations because I wasn't around at the time. I don't know that person and that wasn't my experience.
It's a while when all of these allegations and lawsuits.
It really, really, really hurt me because I just feel like, Puff was a really, really good person to me. I feel like he came and he helped me and, he elevated me and he saw a lot of things in me. And I feel like that's like one of his specialties. Like, he know how to like find people and, identify their talent. And he was able to see more than music in me. And I felt like he brought out another side of me. Like he brought out like my jitsu side. Like, my woman side. Like it was like a lot of things that I didn't see in me that he brought out of me. Like, baby girl, you more than music. You an icon. You a fucking mogul. You know what I'm saying? Like, put God first. Make sure you keep God with everything that you do. But I just felt like when all of these things came out, I just needed to take a break and focus on what's important. It was just me and my career and my family, and just, let him navigate and figure that out on his own because it really, really, really hurt me.
Okay, y'all. So that was a lot. So that was the Diddy stuff. I thought I had the other clips. I want to try to pull up the clips about JT because that's a whole separate issue. But I'm going to just focus on the Diddy thing first. I need y'all to follow me here. Y'all may not agree with me. And that's okay. This is a platform where we're not always going to agree, but I want you to try to listen to me. Don't just shut me down and shut me up and write me off. Please listen to what I'm trying to say, because to me, this is a very convoluted issue. And I try, when things happen, I try to put myself in people's shoes. I want to start by saying this. I want to really start by saying this. Young Miami is not responsible for what the things that Diddy is being accused of. Diddy allegedly been doing his dirt long before Miami was even thought of, probably before she even damn existed. So I do not like the narrative that social media has done, which they always try to do. Society always tries to make a woman be the blame for a man's decisions and his I don't like that. And I feel like I've seen a lot of people coming for her and saying, "Oh, well, you ain't got nothing to say now. When it was good, you was with them, and not what the hell do you want her to like? What do you want her to say? First of all, she wasn't around for that stuff. 2, this has nothing to do with her. And 3, it's the same thing that some of y'all was trying to do with like Mary and Faith Evans and Jay-Z. First of all, leave Mary J. Blige alone. The same way I feel about the Careesha thing is how I feel about Mary. Mary's been knowing Diddy for 30 years. 30 years. That's her brother. That's their family. She's not saying anything because, one, legally, why would you say something? Any person with a brain knows that legally you don't need to speak up on anything. This is not your case. I ain't got nothing to do with it. My name Bennett, I'm not in it. Why am I going to speak up? 2, Young Miami was his girl. Come on. Like, I feel like Young Miami made a valid point. Y'all had no freaking problems when they were together. When they were together, everybody was posting them. I read the comments, y'all. Y'all know I do this for a living. I be in the comments. I see what the comments are. Yes, of course, there's always going to be some negativity, but a lot of the girlies were going up for her. Oh yes, girl, get you a rich man. Oh yeah, Diddy about to put you on. Diddy about to put you on. Yeah, that's how you do it, girl. That's how you do it. A lot of y'all were going up for her. So I just feel like she said, when she was with him, the world was celebrating him. We were celebrating him. BET honored him with the Lifetime Achievement Award. She named a few of the other accolades of the awards that he won during that time. So I just feel like you can't expect her to speak up. Now, let me get on her real quick. I will say this. I was okay with her not saying anything. However, once you do decide to do this interview, she definitely disappointed me, because during this interview, you can very much so tell she was Team Diddy. She was Team Diddy. Mm-hmm. And this is my issue. I can respect her. You can't get mad at someone. I don't care how y'all feel. Y'all know I try to be emotionally intelligent. I'm pro therapy. So again, I love y'all. Y'all don't have to agree with me, but at least respect me and listen to what I'm saying and listen to a different perspective. You cannot get mad or tell someone what their experience is. So this is a young woman who is with Diddy in 2022 to 2023, maybe 24. I don't know, when they broke up. Her experience with Diddy was obviously different, right? I'm not mad at her for that. He didn't beat her up. He wasn't abusive to her. Thank God. She's one of the lucky ones. I'm not mad at her for saying that. What I am upset with her and disappointed is that I feel like, as someone who she claims to be a victim of previous abuse, I expected her to make it very clear that she is appalled and disgusted by the things that she saw, because we have to remember the video is out. So it's one thing if it was just a regular lawsuit and she could say, oh, I don't know the facts. We saw the video. So I feel like, as a woman who she said publicly she is a victim of abuse, I do feel like she should have, I'm not saying she had to badger Diddy or talk negatively about him, but she definitely, as a woman and a woman of a victim of abuse, she should have spoken up and said, I disagree with, or I'm appalled with the things that I saw in that video. That was not my experience with him. Seemingly he's done a lot of growth from that previous time with Cassie. But obviously what I saw in the video was disgusting and appalling. However, that was not my experience with him. Like, I just feel like you could tell she was very, very, very careful to not talk negatively about him. And I'm not saying she had to bash him, but I just feel like she should have stood her ground in saying what happened was not okay. What do you think?
I think in some ways she feels obligated to him because of the opportunities he gave her.
Okay.
And she knows what he has done or what he has been accused of. I'll say it like that. But as far as she's still Team Diddy to that whatever that tooth is on her arm, that chain, that's from him. The shark tooth. She's still he's still her benefactor. I'll say it like that. But she where she messed up? When she started arguing with people in the comments. Going back and forth with different people.
Oh, was she? I thought she went away from social media, or she did.
No, she was doing this during when they was taught when they first starting to accuse him. She was basically like going out after people in the comments. That's why you broken, stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
So it's just like you gotta keep in mind. Remember what you said.
And it doesn't help the fact that before all these allegations and all this stuff came out with Diddy, I think it was a couple years ago, she had someone was coming for her on Twitter or something or Instagram, and they was talking crap to her, and her response is, like, shut the F up, ho, like, I'll get something about I'll get Diddy to if I wanted to, Diddy would have you on your knees.
That was the other girl. That's the girl that's having his baby now. I think she was going
back
and forth with her. Yeah, it was that girl.
It was her?
Back and forth in the comments. That's why she said what she said to the one. I know the girl. I believe it was the girl that was on Tasha K. That was that she was going back and forth with, and that's what I mean by that. Now you going back and forth with a quote unquote.
Yeah, that was way before the allegations and stuff.
But what difference does it make if she's coming out now saying she's married? So it's just, to me, that's two girls arguing over a man.
Yeah.
It's not like she's arguing with, one minute she's a victim, now you got his baby. I don't know what's going on. So that, I don't know. I feel like she with this, certain things you gotta hold yourself accountable and be ready for the consequences, because somebody is going to call you out on stuff that you said.
She needs to be held accountable. I just held her accountable. I just said she was Team Diddy and she did not denounce his actions. I did.
Yeah, she wasn't saying anything in the interview.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I said, y'all, I literally said
nobody's saying they disagree with you. He did.
He said she needs to be held accountable, Monique, and he's rolling his eyes. But I'm not gonna give Detroit too much because he likes to get under my skin. I still love you, boo, but chill. I always hold people accountable, honey. But that's why I said I was okay with her not saying nothing. But I felt like once she decided to do this interview, it was her responsibility as a woman and as a woman, a former victim of abuse, to denounce the things that Diddy was accused of and to denounce that video. The video is out. So you can't sit here and say, oh, well, I don't know about. No, bitch, you saw it with your own eyes, the same way we all saw it with our own eyes. She could have easily said, my experience with Diddy was very positive. He was very loving. He was very caring. He was a mentor. He poured into me. He helped me out business-wise. However, I am appalled by his previous actions with his previous ex, whatever. I was very disgusted when I saw the video. I did not recognize that person who was in that video. And I hope and pray that he has grown and da-da-da. That's a PR answer, bitch. I could have helped her with this interview, bitch.
But you know what I didn't hear?
What?
What you're saying, and he has never done that to me. I did she say
That's
that?
what she
Because I'm
said.
asking, you know,
She
I
did
don't
it.
know. I'm asking.
No, she did. She did it in a PR way. She said that was not my experience with him, meaning
Okay.
I did not go through that with him. That's basically what she says. That's not my
Mhm.
experience. But she need me, bitch. I could be the new Olivia Pope with these celebrities. Hire me because I could write y'all up something real easily because y'all just don't be having. That's the thing too. These celebrities don't have no freaking training. They just don't have the training that the old school celebrities used to have. They just don't have that training. But anyway,
I don't know what happened. Then his mother used to do etiquette classes back. Oh, you don't know that because that's before your time. His mother used to do etiquette classes back in the day. When Bad Boy was up and running and it was like that machine, they had etiquette lessons.
I
What
believe it.
happened to that? It's
That's what
like
I'm saying.
nobody
They
has
don't even
any
do-
etiquette.
They don't even do artist
They-
development anymore.
No,
They
no.
don't even do artist. I asked somebody who's in the business. I said, "Do y'all do artist development?" They told me no. Anyway, I'm not a big fan. Like, I don't have a dog in this fight, y'all. I'm not obsessed with Careesha. I'm not obsessed with. I don't care. Like, I don't really care about them.
Mhm. I still want to know about the other part with her and JT. That's the
Well,
part.
I don't have the interview, but let me just tell y'all what I feel. And like I said, I'm not biased.
It's
I'm
not on the next page.
It's not. That post was only about Diddy. I'm trying to go on YouTube real quick to see if I can pull up a quick clip
Yeah, you
of
don't
it.
want
But
to get no strike though.
yeah,
If
exactly.
you play it, don't have it on the screen. That's all I can say.
Yeah, so it's okay. It's not even that serious. I'm just gonna tell y'all my opinion. I feel like I said, I feel like JT was wrong for things, and I feel like Careesha was wrong for things. Social media has it that Careesha was getting big of herself and rocking with Diddy and doing this and doing that, while JT was focused on the music. We all know JT is the real rapper of City Girls. We all know that. We all know Careesha really cannot rap. And I don't feel bad saying that she can't rap. We all know JT is the real artist, like the real rapper in the group. However, if y'all are adults, it's never just one thing. When a relationship ends, whether it's a friendship or romantic, as well as I know, it's never just one thing, right? It's the accumulation of things. Several things took place. There are things that JT has done on her side that I can point out. There's things that Careesha has done on her side that I can point out. I think Careesha, some people have a blurred line of this. Some people say Careesha was the first person to take it to the internet as far as their drama, but a lot of people are saying JT was really the first one to take it to the internet. From my understanding, I guess JT dropped a song. I forgot what song it was, and Careesha May allegedly felt like the song was about her. So allegedly, she took to social media and was like, "Oh, was that song about me? You talking about something like that?" And that's allegedly what got the shit popping. But some people say it was the opposite. Some people say that JT was the one that took it to the internet. That's actually what Careesha said in her interview with Saucy Santana. She said that JT was the one who took their business to the internet. And if that is true, I do agree with her. Once we're friends for real, and we're not only friends, we're childhood friends and we're business partners, and you take our drama and our intimate details and issues to the internet, I am no longer going to look at you the same. And that really might be the end of our friendship, because I'm very big on let's keeping things private.
I agree.
I
feel like it's never going to be the same again.
It's never going to be the same. I've talked to people about this. They're still very young. I think, listen, if Escape and Destiny's Child can reunite, bitch, so can y'all. I think it's going to take a few years for them to grow, mature. And I see them in 4 or 5 years, maybe getting back together. Right now, it's just not going to happen. They're too hot-headed. They're too young. They both think they're right. They both think the other person's wrong. They both have valid points. You know what I'm saying? And I just wish them the best. Like I said, they were childhood friends. So it really is sad to see them, two people who were friends before the fame fall out after the fame. It does happen. Won't be the first time, won't be the last. But all I say is, I don't want to see too much. Y'all know I'm not for the bullying, and the comments have been very vicious towards Young Miami. I don't want people just to have a little bit of grace and understand there's always 3 sides to a story. And my objective point of view is that they're both are wrong. They both did things that were wrong. JT was wrong for several things. We can take it back. JT, you was wrong a couple years ago when you let your fruity ass man Uzi Vert cuss her out that was disrespectful. People actually came for JT because that was disrespectful. You don't let no nigga, sorry, you don't let no ninja cuss out your friend on. That was disrespectful. That's taking it back. But as far as current JT, I think she was wrong for secretly doing music behind Careesha's back and not letting her. I know some of y'all think she wasn't wrong for that, but
I mean, you
when
gotta
you're in
look
a
at it like
business,
this too,
when
though. I don't mean to cut you
on,
off, but go ahead.
when you're in a business relationship with someone and it is music, it's the same thing. Okay, y'all don't. That's the same thing if you and me are in business together and we own a freaking tequila brand and you decide to go behind my back and go do another tequila brand with another company and you don't tell me. That's competition. Why would you? We're partners. Why would you not tell me? So I feel like, yeah, it's like, okay, let me know you're about to do some solo stuff. It's not that I don't support you, but let me know you're about to do music. Like I don't think I should find out on the radio. I don't think I should find out when on Spotify or Apple Music. I think as my friend and as my business partner, as my group member, you should tell me, oh yeah, I'm doing some solo music. Don't have me find out on Twitter. That's how I feel. That's how I feel about that.
Okay.
I feel like JT was wrong for that. Careesha was wrong for other things. They both there's enough blame to go around, but everybody just wants to be fixated on Young Miami, and it really seems like the root of that is because of her association with Diddy, which is not necessarily fair to her either. And I agree, Monique. You know, two wrongs don't make it right, and that's what I'm trying to say. Two wrongs don't make it right. Yes, Shayna. TikTok reminded me that Little Uzi Vert got smart with Careesha. Yeah, that would have ended some friendships. I'm trying to tell you that alone would have ended some friendships. No, Ginger, girl, I'm not calling you Ginger. Inga, I'm not invested in city in this. I'm not invested. Y'all like to keep playing with me. I told y'all I don't care about them. Y'all should know me enough
Why
now.
you taking her serious?
I'm just saying, don't get on my nerves.
Laughing?
Do not get on my nerves tonight, y'all. I'm not in the mood. I'm not taking her serious. I'm just letting her know. I'm letting the audience know. I'm letting people who are, hold on, let me finish.
I ain't get to talk yet.
I'm letting people who are new to me know it's not about being biased. I'm never biased. It's not about if I care or not. Y'all should know me enough to know that I like to stand for what's right and what's wrong. I don't like bullying. I don't like that mean girl stuff. I don't like people ganging up on people. So if I feel a way about it, I'm going to feel a way about it. And I like to look at things from a very objective standpoint. And that's me. Take it or
I'm
leave
gonna
it.
look at it as this girl just got out of prison and she got to get her money and she's jet setting with Diddy and she don't gotta get money like that no more because she being taken care of. So how you gonna get mad if I'm on my grind and I gotta feed my family and this is how I make my living rapping? Yeah, I'm gonna get on some joints with people. Yeah, I'm gonna get on some singles because they gonna pay me for a feature. So I gotta do what I gotta do to feed my family.
I agree, Moochie. The difference is it's called communication. We're in a
but what if I'm hitting you up? Wait. I'll let you speak. What if I'm hitting you up and you not getting back at me because you busy just setting?
We don't know that. That's too much.
I'm just saying. I'm speculating. Look, it got to be something where it's not like I don't think she did not communicate with her at all. I don't believe that part.
She didn't. Careesha said the girl didn't know that she was gonna be hopping on Nicki Minaj's. She was just like, oh, okay. Like it was a lot of stuff was a surprise to her. A lot of stuff was a surprise to her. Y'all.
A lot of what was surprising to her.
Some of the music and the features and the different things that JT was on was a surprise. It was not communicated to Careesha. She said she was left like blindsided and she found out a lot of that shit on social media. So that's what I'm trying to say. Two things can be true. I'm very much so in support of JT being like, baby, I'm about this music. I'm about to like I support you, girl. Get your bag, get your music, do your thing. Like I said, she's the one that's really passionate about the music thing anyway. So I'm all for JT doing her own thing, venturing out, being on features, collaborating. Do your thing. My only issue I'm saying she was wrong is that she did not communicate with her group member. Her group member, y'all. It's a group. It's a group member.
I know it's a group, and I know she held it down while she was
She
while she was
did.
in there. That's why but it's like towards the end when she was getting out, I think that's when she started messing with Diddy. Like when it was like, I don't think she was out that long. And then she started messing around with him. It was something like that, right?
Started messing with Diddy until y'all correct me if I'm wrong. I think 2000.
Let me find out when this girl
I think
got out.
2021 or 2022 was when she started messing with Diddy. But nonetheless, this generation, y'all want people to pick a side so bad, and that's just not me.
I'm not trying to pick
I
a
said
side.
this. I didn't say
no. I
This
know that. I know you say you talking about the younger people.
the younger
They
people.
always want to put one against the other, and I
Yeah,
don't
they
like
love
that.
to do that, and that's not me.
They fell out. I could
It was
understand
a
that.
long
Maybe
person
listen,
to
you got to
see.
look at it like this too. That girl just got out.
Yeah.
You know what she seen at them parties where she like, look, I can't be part of this. I'm not trying to go back inside.
Yeah, that too.
You understand?
Yeah.
So it's like you got to look at it like that too. She got a family. Just look, I already messed up the first time. I'm not trying to go back there. So look, if I see a situation, I'm gonna remove myself from it. I'm not gonna tell you what to do, but I know I have to look out for me. And so, and sometimes you like I said, you don't know what she saw at them party if she was there.
You're right. And Moochie, I'm glad you brought that up because people who've been following them, JT's really an introvert. She's admitted that she's got social anxiety. She really is an introvert. That's why a lot of the girlies, you see how quickly people forget and switch sides. A lot of the girlies for the longest were really rocking with Young Miami because Young Miami was more of a girl's girl. She was more friendlier. She was more like verbally supportive of other women in the end. She was the nice one. Young Miami was the one that people wanted to.
I know she was arguing with girls. The other one, I know she was arguing with girls.
People just that's what I'm saying. Everybody's very fickle and people have amnesia. Before this Diddy shit, I'm sorry. Before this past year, I feel like JT people just started liking JT these last 2 years. Let's keep it a buck. Y'all was not checking for JT 3-4 years ago. JT was socially awkward. She had social anxiety. She was quiet. She seemed like a bitch. Y'all wasn't checking for JT like that. So all of a sudden, everybody up JT ass. I just feel like people be so fickle and easily forget stuff. But like I said, I don't pick a side. Like I said, like Monique said, two wrongs will make a right. I think they both were wrong for different reasons, and I'm sure they both have a valid points as well. And I'm really split down the middle with it. I wish them both the best. I hope one day they can mature and have a real conversation amongst each other. And then another thing, Moochie, in the music industry, especially girls groups, the 90s girl groups talk about it all the time, how like they will even internally the team they will put you against each other, right? So you have
I gotta look at who she was with. He's notorious for doing stuff like that to people.
No. I'm talking
about Diddy. You don't think he influenced?
Yeah, but I'm not talking about. Oh, he could have.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to get to. You don't think he had any influence on that? Where did he cause the division?
Oh, he could have. I don't put nothing past.
I'm not saying. I don't know for sure.
I don't put nothing past the managers. I don't put nothing past the publicists. I don't put nothing past the makeup artists, the A&R. I don't put nothing past any of them because I'll bring up SWV. SWV is a prime example. If you ever hear any of their old interviews, they're behind the music stuff. The internally people were pinning them against each other. So I'm saying the same thing could definitely
same thing with TLC that happened.
TLC that happened. I agree. Especially when Lisa started dating one of them dudes, and the dudes came in and tried to run shit and was being weird. Like a lot of time when these chicks be getting outside ninjas, it be messing up the group too. So it's so many levels and layers to it, and that's all I want people to think is just think outside the box. Don't just have a one-track mind. Think it's with girl groups, they love to pin each other against each other. They
always do that. I was in a girl group.
They always do that. So and I don't know. Good luck to both of them. God bless. And
I hope they work it out because I feel like once that person is out of the equation completely, whatever happens to him.
Shayna. What about Tamar and this clear mail? We about to get to Tamar.
That's a train wreck in itself, girl.
Such a train wreck. So let's move on to something more serious and
She should
actually
have
really,
never got mixed up with him.
really more emotional. And I don't know if I'm playing the clip because it's very triggering for some people. So I'm sure many of you know, I'm not sure who's a fan of the Braxton family. But after a 2-year hiatus, they finally returned back for a new season. It's actually called The Braxtons now versus The Braxtons Family Values. As some of you know, sadly, roughly 2 years ago, we lost one of the sisters. We lost Tracy Braxton, who was a fan favorite. She died unexpectedly due to cancer. I think she had y'all know I can't even spell or speak, esophageal cancer, something in the throat. And it was very sad. So obviously it was sad when it happened. And these last couple years, we really haven't had details about what happened with her health behind the scenes. So this season just premiered 2 weeks ago. So there's been 2 episodes thus far. And it's been very heavy, right? It's been very heavy for multiple reasons. One, like I said, Tracy was a fan favorite. A lot of people did tune in to the Braxton family values. Tracy was loved by many. It's also sad because I think this is triggering for people who have lost loved ones to cancer or to other illnesses. And this last week's episode, the family released behind the scene footage that they recorded of their last moments with Tracy. The family took turns going to Baltimore to stay with Tracy, to visit her. It was very, very sad to watch. Tracy looked almost recognizable. It was beautiful seeing the sisters gather around her, have little talent shows, play card games with her, just, keep her going on her last days. It was very sad. During the episode, the family had grief counseling, which I was shocked that nobody had grief counseling for almost 2 years. Especially Tracy's son. She left behind her only child, and that was very hard to watch because her and I think Kevin Jr. is his name. They were very, very close. He was very close with his mother. That was her only child. And I know I'm not a parent, but I know no parent wants to leave their child behind. So that was very sad. And all the sisters and the mother, got to give Miss Evelyn prayers because she is a mother. No parent wants to bury a child either. And she had to watch her child suffer and pass away. My heart really went out to Trina because Trina and the mother were the only ones to watch Tracy take her final breath. Like literally, they watched her die. And so it was very, very sad. I'm trying to pull up the clips. It was very, very sad. Moochie, do you know anything about the Braxton family values? Do you know anything about Tracy Braxton? Have you seen anything on social media? Were you a fan of the show? Do you want to speak to any of that before I show the clips?
Oh, I knew she was sick. I saw the videos and stuff like that. I thought that was kind of like a private moment that should have stayed. I don't know. Maybe because I watched my mother go through that, and I watched my sister-in-law go through that. And it's like you see somebody deteriorate before your eyes. And it's really hard to
watch that.
Yeah, it's hard to watch that, especially if you knew this person when they were like in good condition and stuff like that. So I get it. My mother passed away from cancer.
Yes. And I'm sorry to hear that. I know you shared that with me before. It's very difficult now.
You don't get over it.
you never get over something like that, especially if you're with the person, like you say, you watch them deteriorate. Those are things you're probably always going to be scarred with. Now, as far as some of the people, fans, social media people having critiques, the family has made it very clear several times that this is what Tracy wanted. Tracy wanted them to come back and do another season. Tracy wanted them to capture the footage, and Tracy wanted them to release the footage. So they are doing all of this with Tracy's blessing. So
well, it's a blessing, and I could get it. Maybe I could get it if they're all right with that.
Yes, they wanted to honor Tracy's wishes because Tracy really did enjoy doing the show. She really enjoyed doing the show, and she really loved the fans and support that of the show. I'm not surprised that Tracy, I could even see myself doing that. Like, yeah, I'd want people to see, to see that. And,
I don't know. When I was watching it, she was the one they was arguing with. She didn't want to do certain things. So I'm like,
no, she loved the show.
No,
yeah.
I'm talking about in the beginning when she was doing it. She was like one of them like that didn't want. She was kind of like a private person. You didn't, you saw her, but it was just like more. She wasn't out there like that. You know how somebody's more recluse than another.
But I think what it was is she lived the furthest away from the family. She really stayed in Baltimore because her husband and their son lived there. I don't know why she never moved to Atlanta because really Tony and Tamar really bounced back and forth between LA and Atlanta. And I think Trina and Tawanda permanently lived in Atlanta. So it was kind of like Tracy was the only one that was kind of in the odd state. Like they're from Maryland, but like she's the only one that was up there. At least the rest of them, they kind of were always in Atlanta or like bouncing around. So that's how I took it. But let me play this clip of the family. Oh no, not that one. I want to, first of all, it would help if I shared the screen.
Seats missing.
It is missing.
Tracy's holding out purses.
Yeah.
No, I'm like, I'm not holding everybody's purse. Everybody take their own. Here yours, here yours, and here yours. I hear all the time from our fans how they miss watching our antics. Laughing with us. Yes, that's that old Whitney class. Yes.
Whitney gonna get you. Have a seat.
Been crying with us.
I don't want to talk about that, bro.
But it's the truth. Been singing with us. The trumpet sounds. We must go
She got 4 kids, and that's enough. She don't want no more kids, and that's just tough. Dear dog, we don't like all of y'all.
Dear dog,
happy birthday to you. Thank you, guys.
When we were filming for your birthday in LA, she was telling me and Trina, she was like, I can't swallow it. It burns. Oh my God, it burns.
The last season, yeah.
Oh, it burns. Oh, it burns. Can I get a kettle of water?
Yeah, she was sick. When she finally went to the doctor,
she went. It's when she
I was in LA.
Yeah.
And she called me. She said, Mommy, I have cancer. Help us. She said, but I'm going to beat this. I said, I know you will.
When Tracy got diagnosed, it didn't seem real at all. It still doesn't. For me, family is the most important thing in my life. I spent my whole life caring for and protecting my sisters, but this was different because there's nothing I could do. I felt so helpless, like I couldn't do anything to save her. That's really hard for me to digest because I was the sick one, not Tracy. Anyway, I'm sorry, guys. I just need a moment. Okay, here we go. I can't mess up my makeup.
You know, I feel like we need to have some type of support. So I'm just saying, like a grief management or.
Oh, so I really, what was I gonna say? It was hard watching. It was really hard watching the last 2 episodes. It was beautiful seeing the throwback clips of them, you know, being funny and jovial and just, listen. I know a lot of people have a lot to say. Yes, the family. I see you, Inga. The family, very toxic at times. We definitely witnessed that throughout the years. They did not always treat Tracy the best. You are absolutely right. I will just say, from having sisters of my own and having conflict at times, I just try not to judge because until you have siblings and stuff, it's just like I've had some of the worst fights with my sister, the worst. And no matter how bad or ugly it can get, I really can't explain it. There's still an abundance of love that you have that never goes away, no matter how bad it can get between siblings. So I try to lead with that and not from a judgmental place. I do, from what I think Tamar, and again, Tamar's a lot. Tamar did say that she did apologize to Tracy for things that happened in the past, and they made amends and they made peace. And that's all that matters, right? As long as Tamar took accountability for her actions and made peace with her sister before her sister passed, that's really all that matters to me, as far as, the turmoil they once had in their family dynamics. But it was really hard to watch the last 2 episodes. Actually, Toni Braxton revealed at that same dinner, because a lot of us know Toni has a lot of health issues. She battles lupus, which is a very, very, very tough illness. She revealed at the dinner that she had a life-threatening moment where the doctors were saying if you had came late, you would have had a heart attack. And it's like a thing of like, where she had a heart attack, she would not survive the heart attack. So she actually had a real near-death experience herself that made her emotional at the table, because she does have 2 children, 2 sons, and she's a single mother. So it's just, when you see these things, it really does put them in perspective. And it's tough. Anything you want to add to that, as far as the family dynamics, the toxicity that we have seen throughout the years, how they're coping, all that stuff? Anything you want to speak to that?
I just hope they go through counseling and get heal from all of this. From all of this and learn how to cope with living without her. Because that's the part, the day-to-day stuff.
Yeah.
Because that's the stuff everybody forgets about. Who you call when you happy about stuff, who you call when you want to, go and that's the worst part, when you try to pick up the phone to call somebody that's not here no more. I don't know if you ever had that experience.
I have. I'm gonna play one more clip. Actually, I don't know if I want to play this clip.
Is it emotional?
It is. But I do think it's important for the audience to see it. So
Well, I'm not free at all.
From
Welcome, what, Trini?
Anything. And Tawanda was right. Tawanda said, Trina, you're not strong enough to watch Tracy take her last breath. And I was like, Tawanda, yes, I am. You can't tell me what I'm strong enough to do.
Trina and I was there.
And I thought I was strong enough, but I wasn't strong enough. I wasn't strong enough to see it.
I know how sensitive Trina is, and I knew that that wouldn't be good for her. Those are the things that will scar you for the rest of your life.
I almost like feel all of Tracy's energy just go. And as you see, literally, it almost went inch by inch by inch by inch. And I see it almost every day.
I'm sorry.
And I can't lose.
That's hard.
Whew. That was really hard. And it did trigger something in me because even though I didn't see the person take their last breath, so to speak, I saw the person like lifeless, basically. So it triggered something in me. 2019, I lost a very good friend of mine. She was only 30 years old, and she suffered from sickle cell. And she suffered from sickle cell most of her life. And she had a flare up, and it just got bad. And it just took a turn for the worse. And I guess there was really nothing they could do for her. And so when I went to the hospital, she was in a coma and was, on all the machines and stuff. And obviously she wasn't breathing on her own. She literally, her body was just like the machine just, so it's just like, you're basically seeing someone that you care about, like lifeless, like they had no life. Like it just, you felt, so when Trina was saying that, even though I didn't see her take her last breath, it was like, I could relate to it somehow, because it's just like, I'm seeing someone I care about, so young, full of life, had her whole life ahead of her. And she's hooked up to all these machines, and essentially the machines are breathing for her. At that point, I feel like she was already gone. But that is hard to see. And so it definitely triggered me. I definitely broke down crying. It definitely just was really, really hard for me. I can only imagine how hard it was for Trina to see her sister literally take her last breath. But you guys, I say all that, really, I just want to end it off with, listen, we can't always prevent things from happening in life, but I do feel like the things that we can prevent, let's try. One thing I am learning as I'm getting older is it's very important for us, all of us now, young and old, to take care of our health. Especially the young people, because I feel like, I don't know if y'all are even paying attention, but if you pay attention, you see younger people are dying sooner and earlier and younger from all types of illnesses and things that we never were diagnosed with, before, until a certain age. Tracy, from what they were saying, she had little signs. Now, I don't know how long she had the signs and was ignoring it, but it was to the point where she would swallow. And she was telling her sisters, oh, it hurts. It hurts. It hurts. I don't know how long she was having those symptoms, but by the time she went to the doctor, they literally told her, you have cancer. Now, what stage it was, I don't know. When my dad was battling prostate cancer, thank God, they did discover it pretty early on. It was still a battle for a couple years. He had to have multiple surgeries. He had to do not chemo, but he had to do radiation, which is very intense. So nonetheless, thank God he's in remission. But the beauty in that was that they caught it early. And that's something I'm trying to do as well, is just to be more mindful of my own health, not ignore signs. If something feels off, don't be afraid to talk to the doctor about it, ask questions, do research. The more you know, I know the internet can scare us, but it's better to be in the know than not in the know. And I also want to bring up, speaking of health, I do want to, give my condolences to the Houston rapper and producer, BeatKing. He tragically passed away unexpectedly last week at 39 years old. He had oh my God, what do you call it? The embolism, what do you call them? I wrote it down. Oh my God. Pulmonary, aka blood clots, y'all. It's becoming very rampant. I don't know if it's more rampant in the Black community versus other races, but I know a lot of Black people, even some celebrities who have dealt with it. I think Nene Leakes dealt with this many years ago, where she actually passed out on a plane. That's why they say when you're on a plane and you're taking, especially if it's a long plane ride, they always say get up and walk around. Thanks to my mom's suggestions, I've actually started wearing compression socks whenever I travel on planes and stuff like that. Pulmonary embolisms are very, very scary, you guys. It's blood clots, and there are literally no warnings. Until it happens, there's no warnings. It's not a thing where you're gonna figure it out weeks in advance because of this. No, it's very sudden, and it can be very deadly, because what happens to a lot of people, the blood clot will form. Let's say it forms in your leg, and what happens is it travels up. And what happens is it travels up, and once it hit your lungs, it kills you instantly. So if you research on it, which I need to do more research my own, it actually really does scare me, because again, it's kind of like, how do you prevent it from happening? Of course, the typical diet, exercise, walking, and stuff like that. But I will say, guys, when you're traveling, especially a long distance, a long flight, hell, probably even in the car, make sure you have a pair of compression socks. If you're traveling on plane and it's a long flight, just try to get up, walk back and forth, go walk to the bathroom, just walk for a few minutes. It's very sad. He was only 39 years old. He was for the younger people. A lot of his music was very much so giving ratchet, very ratchet. I would say he was the male version of Sexy Red. So it was definitely for the younger folks, but nonetheless, he's an innocent soul that is now gone at a young age of 39. So again, you guys, it's just a reminder for us to try to take better care of ourselves and take better care of our health. I want us all to live long, prosperous lives. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. I didn't know we were praying.
Amen, baby. And then I think Moochie is gonna close us all. I don't know what's everybody in the chat is real quiet. I got people here, but y'all real quiet. I think Moochie gonna close us off. Moochie had some unexpected tea for me, and she about to let us know what's going on in the streets, baby. So I'm gonna let you take it away, Moochie. Can I go ahead and bring it up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know it was a speaking thing.
Huh?
I said I didn't know it was okay. I'm unmuted now. Okay.
Okay. So what happened? Why Marlon Wayans just clapped furiously at DJ Vlad? Oh, take it away, because DJ Vlad been on people's radar for a while now. I guess people been waiting to come for him.
I'm gonna make a public service announcement. I feel like no Black person should go on this man's channel. These young rappers, they either getting indicted or they end up coming up with charges. I wish Boosie would stop going on there. And he got mad because of the price that he was charging for the interview. Marlon, how you gonna get mad? Marlon is worth that. How you gonna act like he's nobody?
So what happened? We don't know. So you gotta.
What happened is, it was mentioned he was supposed to come on his show, but he he had a certain amount. Let me go to the article so y'all could see what.
Oh dang, hold on. I just saw Inga's comment. She said, "Be careful with these videos so you don't get a copyright strike."
Yeah.
Girl, I played that clip so long, I probably am gonna get a strike.
No, don't worry, we'll fix it. You got to go back and edit it, but we'll get to that. The feud between the two begun more than a week ago after Vlad released a part of an interview with comedian Ari Spears, in which Vlad told Spears that Wayne has asked for more than $40,000 and 30% of future revenue from his interview. You damn right he should get it if the way he ripping off the culture. That's me saying that. But anywho, Wayans caught wind of the clip days after it was released, when a fan tweeted how Vlad would have to pay me $500,000 for the interview with 55% of all revenue made from the video on all platforms. Now, to me, he tried to give him a deal, but oh well. That's what the comment he says. I don't know. Can y'all see the tweet that he got out?
No, we can't read that.
Okay, well, that's up there. There we go. Can you see now?
Yes, ma'am.
He said, see, I tried to warn him. I tried to tell him I was giving him a deal. So, look, people could talk about him, but I'm gonna give it to you like this. The Wayans, their comedy, they've been doing comedy all these years.
Right.
I know he's not as big as the and I can't even say that because he's Marlon in his own right grinded and he does his comedian thing. He has a lot of stand-ups. He had a couple of
he's even relevant. He's relevant in 2024. He's doing something right, you know?
Yeah, definitely. So it's just like where do you come off saying something like that? And then you bring this one on here, and he already in some hot water. And Ari Spears, that's the last person you need to have say you needed to talk about with that. So I like I said, I feel like people, Marlon, you could come to one of our platforms and we'll talk to you, but I don't got that kind of money. Anywho.
I feel like why he even trying to do a Vlad TV? You should be with Shannon Sharp.
He should be ashamed on himself for even going on that interview. Like, why even do it? Why even get this man?
They like Vlad. They like Vlad TV.
No, they like the money. But to me, why go there and get exploited and let this man make even more money hand over fist off of our culture? He's made enough. Time to close shop.
Well, there you have it. There you have it. So he's not going to do the interview at all no more, right?
He said he was going to do it, but for that amount. Would you go on there after you? He shouldn't have gone on there. That's why I'm glad he charged him that. So look, you're not going to pay it, so then I'm not coming on. He don't need to be on there anyway. And Bootsy need to stop going on there because he seemed like he going to get jammed up if he don't stop going on there. A lot of these young rappers need to stop going on his channel because he doesn't mean any good to you guys. He's a informant. I don't care what nobody says.
I don't really know enough about him.
He poses questions where these young dudes is telling on themselves. They've been doing it for the last couple of years, and they need to stop going on there. I stopped watching him. I stopped following him once he said the thing about Farrakhan, and he refused to apologize. So.
Oh, he mentioned something about Farrakhan?
Yeah, I've been done with him from there. And then now with the other thing with the where he said the comment about the battle with Drake and Kendrick, where he tried to get the woman in trouble at her job, he needs to just step away and stop getting in black folks' business. Go sit down somewhere in the corner and talk about Palestine and all of that. Go talk about that. You've been so hushed on your issues. Talk about your issues and stay the F out of ours.
Well, there you have it. Monique says she hasn't been watching Vlad interview in years.
I stopped watching them. And they were still coming up. Even if you unfollow them, they come up. I'm like, well, why am I seeing this guy? Somebody had to tell me how to do the settings because, I don't know all of that. I just ignore people.
I know you do.
Anywho,
y'all, I think we're about done. We've been here for an hour and a half. We had fun. I had fun. It's always good to have the hot topic debates. Thank you, Moochie, for coming and joining me. I appreciate you. And thank you to every single person who came, showed me love. Again, thank you to both DeMarcus Vaughn and Detroit King. Got the girls out.
That's why the fellas had here.
Really? That's why the fellas are here.
He gave you $1.99.
$1.99.
Look for $1.99.
Detroit, I ain't worth $5. Damn. I'm just kidding.
You got $5?
Hey, let me hold $5, baby. Now you are such a troll, but I love you, Detroit. And thank you again, DeMarcus Vaughn, always such a supporter of really all of us in the YouTube community. Moochie, what you got going on this week, sister?
What I got going on in the next 9:05, 10 minutes. 10 minutes, what? 15 minutes.
9:05.
Come to my channel at 9:05. We're going to be talking about Bel Air, that second episode. I felt that I needed to just talk about this episode in a whole by itself. I didn't want to group everything together because I want to make sure we talk about it. And then we'll talk about the next episode probably tomorrow. So come to my channel at 9:05. I'm going to be with Tamika, and we're going to be talking about it, Tamika and EJ.
Okay.
Ginger Snaps already went the night before. If you haven't checked her, she put her 2 cents in, and she probably, I don't know, I think she threw somebody in the fire, but she was mad at people. She had a couple of riffs on there. So check out my girl Ginger Snaps.
Check out Ginger Snaps. Snaps.
And 10 o'clock, 10:15, we talking about on Tamika's channel, the man with the 1,000 kids that was making all them babies. So we're gonna be talking about that guy because he was like a handful. So
Monique, thanks for asking. I shared earlier, so I fell off with Bel Air. Long story short, I fell off, and I'm trying to get back on. So, I will hopefully catch up.
Hopefully, she can catch up and be on the next one.
I'm hoping I can catch up, child. Because I've heard the season. What would you say so far about the season? Just
it
good.
Started off good. It's going in a different direction. So yeah.
All right.
I'm liking what I see.
I'm gonna try to catch up. You already know in a few weeks, before we know it, we're gonna be talking about Power Book 2 Ghost, the final 5 episodes of the final season. So I'm back, y'all. I'm back in the YouTube streets. So get used to seeing my face, okay? I'm back. Anyway, love y'all. Love you, Moochie. Thank you again. And until next time, see you later. Bye-bye.